So today I am going to show you my beginner's portfolio on my Trading212 app. I'm going to show you the investments that I have made so far. I'll also show you the cool features that I really like about the app, and of course I'll show you how you can sign up and start an account today if you don't already have a Trading212 investment account. My name is Deandra, aka Finance D. On this channel I talk about my journey to financial freedom, all of the financial tips and tricks that I'm learning and I'm implementing along the way. My journey to financial freedom includes cancelling debt, consciously spending, and consistently investing. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, then please do hit that subscribe button below. If any of the terms that I use today you're not familiar with, then do check out my common investment terms video linked above, and I go over some of the terms that I'll be using today if any of it sounds like gibberish. So as I said earlier, this is a beginner's portfolio. It is around the £300 mark. I thought it'd be really good to show an investment account starting from the beginning with not much money in it, to really emphasize that anyone can invest. You don't need a large amount of money. You can start with as little as £1 on Trading212. My referral link for the app is down below in the description. If you use that referral link, then you will receive a free stock worth up to £100. And I also will receive a free stock for referring you. I'll also show you in the app how you can refer other people so that you can receive more free stocks and share that with your family and friends as well. Right, so now I'm going to take you over to the app and let's have a look at my portfolio. Okay, so now we're on the Trading212 app. This is on the homepage at the bottom, as you can see. And at the very top, we've got some tabs here. So the first tab is my watch list. And here I have listed some stocks that I'm interested in, that I have added. You can add whatever stocks you want. When you first sign up, they'll provide you some generic stocks, but you can include whichever stocks are relevant to you. Then if we go across to the next tab, then we have the top winners. So these are the stocks that have seen some serious growth in the last, I don't actually know the time frame. And then we've got the top losers, which are the stocks that have seen some decrease, as you can see by the charts. Then we move over and we've got the popular stocks. Here you can see stocks that you're probably quite familiar with, such as Uber, Peloton, Netflix, Tesla, Apple, all those ones that we hear about and sometimes are buzzwords in the investing world. Then we've got the US stocks, again, ones that we're probably quite familiar with. We've also got the UK stocks. We've got stocks that are new on Trading212. And then we have ETFs. So if you don't know what ETFs are, then I do talk about this in my common investment term video. But these are really a great place to start for any beginner investor. So I am invested in ETFs in my Vanguard account, and I have a few ETFs on my Trading212 account. And then on the last tab, we have upcoming earnings. So these are companies that will be sharing their earnings in the last quarter. And so sometimes this could either shoot the stock up or it could decrease the stock depending on what they report. And then you've got this plus sign at the end and you can create your own watch list. So if I wanted to say, I don't know, why can't I spell dividend watch list? I could create that and now I have a new watch list and I may decide to add, okay, so we've got dividend tab here. I may think, okay, I'm gonna add BP to my dividend watch list. And then I go back and now I have BP added to my dividend watch list. So you can add whatever you want on there. So I'm gonna move on from this home tab and move on to this pie. So as you can see at the very top, it says £305.82. So that is how much my investment portfolio is currently worth. But as you look down, you see £253. And that's because not all of my funds are invested. So if I click at the very top, that INV, which stands for invest account, it shows me that I have £42 worth of free funds. I have £253 in my invested portfolio, and I actually have £10 blocked for a pending order once the market opens in about 20 minutes, the US market. And you can also see that my total account value is there of £305.77p. Also, you probably can see at this top that I am on the Trading212 Invest account, which is highlighted in orange, but you also have the Trading212 CFD account and the Trading212 ISA account. I have all three accounts opened. I have no money in the CFD and I have no money in the ISA account. The CFD is a risky account. I also talk about what CFDs are in my investment video, so I'm not putting any money into that account, but I just have it open just in case. I have my invest account where my money is, and then I have an ISA account, which I haven't put any money into because I have an ISA with Vanguard. So you have the option to open all 3 of these accounts or one of these accounts, whatever you decide. I wouldn't recommend the CFD unless you really know what you're doing, but a Trading212 invest account or a Trading212 ISA account is a really good place to start. So here I've got the chart, and I have the chart set for 3 months, and I opened my account I think on the 30th of September, and then I deposited my first amount of £50 on the 1st of October, and then you can see the growth from then until now. Some of that is due to me putting in more money into the account, and some of that is due to free shares that I have received for providing my referral link. You can see that my return on my investments is currently £6.71. So now I'm going to go down to my investments. So before I go through my investments, my strategy on my Trading212 portfolio is to invest in 3 ETFs, 3 growth stocks, and 7 high-paying dividend stocks. So you will see a combination of these within my portfolio. So my first one I have is AbbVie. This is a pharmaceutical company in the US, and I currently have 0.26 worth of a share, which is equivalent to £19.82 right now. And you can see that it's in red, which is of 8p. So I'm at a loss of 8p on this stock. Then I've got Amazon, and you can see I've even got less of Amazon, and that's because it's an expensive stock. So 1 share of Amazon is $3,135, which is incredible, because if you look back to, let's go back, 2015, you know, an Amazon stock was in the $300 region, and now 5 years later, it is in the $3,000 region. So this is the beauty of stocks. My Amazon stock falls into my growth stock, and that's because I believe that Amazon still have a long way to go. I believe that they will continue to increase. I'm not going to speculate on how much I think they can increase, but I think this is a good one to have in my portfolio for the next 5 to 10 years. Next I have AT&T, is a provider of telecommunications in the US. I think I had an AT&T account when I first moved to the United States. And by the way, I'm in the UK now, but I did live in the United States for 8 years. So yeah, I currently have slightly less than 1 share in AT&T, and I am at a loss of 9 pence. This again is a high paying dividend stock. My next stock is Beyond Meat, which is a company that provides plant-based burgers, and I bought this stock as a growth stock. I first found out about Beyond Meat a couple of years ago actually, and I didn't invest in them at the time, and I've just seen the growth in this company. I also think it's good to look for companies that you see there will be more of a need for in the future. So of course more people are turning away from meat and they're turning to meat alternatives. So this for me is a good growth stock. I'm currently at a loss of £1.46, but because I have a long-term mindset when it comes to these stocks, I'm not really worried about that. It fluctuates and eventually it will be in the green. IBM Corporation, this one is another dividend stock. I may actually get rid of this one. I haven't decided yet, but I'm currently at negative 10 pence. I may just get rid of it because I don't know as much about this company. I currently have it because it's a high dividend paying stock, but it needs to be more than that as to why I invest in it. So I'm still not sure about this one. You may see that next month this is out of my portfolio. Okay, now we're starting to see some green. So my next stock or ETF is an iShares electrical vehicles ETF. I currently have just over 4 shares of this, and I am up 4 pence, which is great stuff. But I bought this ETF because I don't have anything similar in my Vanguard account, and I believe that electrical vehicles is the future. So I'm buying where I kind of think we're heading towards. Next I have the iShares Global Clean Energy. I have 3 shares of that currently, and I'm up 94p. So iShares Global Clean Energy again is something that I think is the future. This is an ETF, so this is invested in multiple companies that focus on clean energy. Ethically, I think it's a good thing to invest in, and I also think financially it makes sense because we are switching over to cleaner energy sources. So I'm in this one for the long haul. My next stock is Legal & General Group. This is another one of my high-paying dividend stocks. So I currently have 8 shares, and that's because this stock is super cheap. So I'm up £1.42 on this, which is equivalent to 7.39%. So this is pretty good. So this is a company that focuses on different types of insurances. It's based in the UK, and one really interesting thing is even though a lot of companies in the UK was recommended to not pay their dividends because of the COVID economic downturn, Legal & General Group said, no, we're going to pay our dividends to our shareholders. So they did. But unfortunately, I didn't have shares in this company by the ex-dividend date. So I didn't qualify for the dividends at the time, but I'll qualify for the next one. So I'm not sweating it. Then I've got Rio Tinto, which is a UK-based mining company, mining and metals company. Again, I think this is needed, but of course this could be considered a bit more controversial because it's technically not working towards the cleaner energy type sector, but nevertheless I think it is an important sector for us to have. So currently I am at a profit of 10p, not much, but at least it's in the green. Then we've got Royal Dutch Shell. This was one of the free shares that I had, and then I topped up what I had, so now I have 1.77 worth of shares. As you can see, this share is up by £5.77. Considering I only have £21.58p, 57p now invested in this stock. So that is a really good performing stock, and I'm looking forward to see where this goes in the future. Then I have Tencent, and this is where I have a pending order of an additional £10. So yeah, I'm gonna invest a bit more because obviously I only have £9.44 invested in this, so I want a few more shares. But this is a Chinese technology corporation, I guess you could say, because there are multiple companies that are under Tencent. So this is one, again, where this is a growth stock for me. I think there is big potential for this stock in the future. I've done a bit of research into this stock, and it is one of those stocks that have been recommended in a few places. So I'm holding on for the long term again, and I'm excited to see where this stock goes as well. I also like the idea of investing in a few different geographies. So not just US, not just UK, but I'm interested in Asia and even some developing countries. So I am considering buying a few more stocks in different markets, but this is what I have for now. And then last but not least, I have the Vanguard FTSE All World. And I mean, this is a no-brainer. It is a ETF and it tracks the world stock market. Yes, the entire stock market it's tracking. So let's buy a bit more. So I'm going to hit buy at the top, and then you can see that I will be buying at the market value. And so here I can either choose the value that I want, so the exact amount of pounds that I want to invest, or I can choose the number of shares. So if I had a lot of money to invest, I could say I want 5 shares, but 5 shares is equivalent to £381, which I don't have in my account right now. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to value instead. I'm going to delete that amount, and I'm just going to put £10 in, and I'm going to review order. It tells me it's at the market buy, the cost, the amount of shares that I'll get for it, and the commission is free, and free is for me. So send buy order, and then in a second it should pop up that my order is executed. Normally it's quicker than this. Oh, there it is, order executed, and it tells me how many shares I've bought and at what price, and there we go. So now, instead of having £29 invested in this Vanguard, I have £39, which is equivalent to 0.52 shares. Good stuff. Now at the very top you can see the Get Free Shares tab. If you click on that, then you will find your own personal referral link. This is the link that you can share with your friends and family so that they can sign up, and then they will get a free stock for signing up, and you will get a free stock for sharing their referral link. Unfortunately, when I first signed up, I didn't know about the referral scheme, so I actually didn't get a free share. I just signed up for free. So don't be like me and get yourself a free stock. So I also want to show you, if you click on this magnifying glass, here you can see different categories. So for instance, I talked about the dividend stocks. You can click on here and it will list out some of the high paying dividend stocks that you have. And if you want to look at growth stocks, there are some growth stocks listed here. And these are really helpful for you to get just a general idea of what's considered dividend or what's considered growth stock. If you already know what you want and you have a specific stock in mind, then you will just go to the search bar here. So let's say I want Netflix. Okay, Netflix has popped up. Market is closed right now, but I could put a buy order in. It would then go through once the market is open. And then on the last tab, a couple of things I want to point out is this videos tab. It has some videos about starting to invest, which I think are awesome. Go through these and watch the videos on investing. You've got the economic calendar, which can be helpful, especially if you're investing in different countries. So that's it today for my Trading212 beginner's portfolio. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I really hope you see how easy it is to get started investing. You don't need a lot of money to get started, and that's what I really love about these new wave apps that are coming out. Your money is protected by the Financial Conduct Authority, so if Trading212 was to go bankrupt or crash or whatever happened, your money's protected up to £85,000, which is a great bonus. If you do have any questions, then put your comments down below. I'd be happy to answer any questions. And I will be doing a Trading212 portfolio update every single month. So you're going to see in real time how my investment portfolio is growing. You're going to see the fluctuations in the market, and you're going to see how I invest my money moving forward. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.